two teams will break the seal on conference play in this one. The Mustangs will put boot to leather, and this will be the start of a new season. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Seminoles offense will get first crack at it here. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line to pick up the first down.
You blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up in the touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Back to pass, it's Daniels. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions, and he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Wants to throw on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Wide receiver going in motion. On third down, he drops to throw. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Noles will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
The Mustangs offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. Something to watch in this game. Will he be able to attack this secondary, particularly the one corner that has had his share of issues? First carry of the season. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Mustangs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. You start the season top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
The Mustangs will punt this one away. Let's see what he can do with it. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Man, David, that last drive, an exercise in frustration, just couldn't pay it off with a score.
Yeah, and I think this defense is riding the bend but don't break philosophy. Don't give up explosive plays. This offense, Jesse, has to find a way to manufacture some big plays and some scoring opportunities.
Man, I don't know if they're going to win, David, if they have to keep driving 8, 10, 12 plays. You're right. You got to find chunk plays somewhere. So identify the guys that can score touchdowns and get them the ball.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. They'll move the tight end. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. And the Noles will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Now the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Goes high to pull it in. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And, man, if you want to make big plays down the field, that's how it's done. It starts up front with the offensive line, and he had so much time to go through his progressions and then go through it again, man. So much time in the pocket. He delivers the big play down the field. Kudos to that offensive line right there.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Got it behind the line. It's Hale. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
To throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the right. It's caught. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. And the Mustangs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They're going to run it. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Mustangs!
And we got something different, guys, here in the second quarter. We got points, right? No points in the...
The extra point is blocked. They marched 72 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he takes this from inside the 5. couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Looking to the big tight end. Another incompletion on third down. And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. He's got it. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Oh, they're after him. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Working that left side now. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. And the Seminoles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the wideout. To the air on second down. Lets it go. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
The Seminoles send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They're dealing with a second and long. To the air, it's Jennings. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
The Mustangs will line up to punt it away. That first punt was a beauty. Did take another one just like it. Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Makes it past the marker. There's a little room there. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's Daniels. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Looking down the middle. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Seminoles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Florida State! Lining up for the point after and the lead.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Makes the grab. It's Knight. Still on his feet at the 35. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Handoff from the gun. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. Find a way to get the ball to running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the Dome. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the left. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Picks up the 1st down. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He has 60 yards rushing in this 1st half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. He's got the tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. FSU calling its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him in the flat. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. Florida State calls its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights. Good. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He might want another play. To the air, it's Daniels. Makes the grab, and he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive game.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Third down play from the gun. Quickly complete. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He's got it. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. The Noles will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hale. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And on that kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
To the air, it's Jennings. Moves away as he feels pressure. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
And the Mustangs decide to punt it away. Takes it on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime. Makes the grab in their space. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The offense changing the play. Now he's looking to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Robinson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Quick completion on the out route. Looking for the end zone. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal. And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He's looking to throw. Complete. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Well, the defense dialed up a blitz. Quarterback knew he was going to get hit, but he also knew it was man coverage, so he found his best matchup. He got it out of his hands early, right before getting smacked to get that completion.
Touchdown, Florida State! That one will give them the lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Looking for blockers. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes a man miss. Turning it on. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Makes the catch. Maybe a crease. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man. Like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do well. 1st and goal.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU!
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
Coming out with it, it's Singleton. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Daniels. He wants to take the top off. Snags it on the right. Finds a seam. The 10. Touchdown Seminoles. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And it's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Here on the away team sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the
Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Nice move to keep running. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Headed to the 4th, and both of these running backs have been outstanding, and both have found the end zone on the day. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Zings it complete to the right. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Got a little grass. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon. If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. Touchdown Mustangs! They move on top here in the 4th. And the Mustangs respond.
Man, this is wild late in the game. We're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Right on the money. At the 35, he's loose. Finally corralled, but not before he picks up the first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
It's complete to the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Seminoles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Gives it on the option. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. A spectacular one-hand grab. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
I like that play call there. 3rd and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Right back to him on the ground. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. Just got to be very, very careful. It absolutely cannot turn it around.
And man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Quickly complete. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, no! They've got the lead here in the fourth. The Seminoles back in the lead.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. The inside handoff. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. SMU spends his second timeout here. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Back to throw, it's Jennings. He's got him. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming.
Well, I know it's early in the drive, and you're just trying to get completions and get the drive going, but this is 2 minutes, and you're trailing. I mean, you've got to take some shots down the field and be a little bit more aggressive, put some pressure on this defense.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable fourth down if I don't complete this third and long.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing him where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go.
Snared outside. Awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds, and now the offense trying to score one late. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a first and goal here. The snap sets up the throw. Pressure coming. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. How about the defense with almost a desperation-type play to stop this drive and preserve the lead?
I love how they've got guys flying around here in the second half and getting hats on the football. They've practiced creating these takeaways all week long in practice. They're trying to be opportunistic. You're seeing that here from this defense in the second half.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year, the home field